Good, y'all. It's your boy Wavy, State Wavy TV back at y'all with another one. Let's get it, man. So Brian Norman Jr. was offered a fight with Devin Haney in Saudi. This will be a Rada season card. Shout out to Turkey Al Sheikh. This is going to be an incredible fight, man. I think that this is the perfect fight for Devin Haney because ever since his fight with Ryan Garcia, there's a lot of questions that we need answered about his chin. We don't know if he can take a punch, right? We don't know how he's going to fight against a guy with punching power. And Brian Norman Jr. is a guy that has punching power. He actually has something in common with Ryan Garcia, which is that left hook, right? I actually think Brian Norman's left hook is more dangerous than Ryan Garcia because if you look at Ryan Garcia, right? You look at his first performance off of the OPAC, aka the Osterine against Rolly Romero. That left hook, it wasn't effective, but at the same time, Rolly Romero did a better job than Devin Haney of defending himself against that left hook, right? He kept the phone to his ear, and what I mean by that is he kept his left fist next to his face to protect his face from the left hook. And to this day, bro, I think that the reason why Devin Haney had such a bad fight against Ryan Garcia is because of his father, Bill, right? Bill was in his head telling Devin Haney to basically go into that fight, stand in the middle of the ring, and try to knock out Ryan Garcia, right? When anybody that's a boxing fan, we all know, and I'm a Devin Haney fan saying this, but I'm a realist, right? I'm not going to sit here and lie. See, let me tell you guys what I hate about boxing, bro. You know what I hate about boxing? I hate the fact that this new era of boxing fans that's a part of my generation, they feel like if you like a fighter, you have to basically defend every single thing they do, right? Like, I'll give you an example, right? Canelo Alvarez fans, right? Canelo Alvarez fans, they defend the fact that Canelo Alvarez is clearly ducking David Benavidez, right? And they come up with all of these excuses as to why it's okay for Canelo to duck David, right? And what they do is instead of just saying that Canelo is scared and Canelo thinks that he can't beat David, they'll sit there and discredit David. You know what I'm saying? They'll sit there and say, oh, David isn't full Mexican. David hasn't fought anybody. David doesn't have a better resume than Canelo. And boxing fans like this, in my opinion, you guys are a complete fucking joke, bro. I'm going to say this, right? Devin Haney went into that Ryan Garcia fight, steroids or not, he went into that fight with a horrible game plan, bruh. His father, Bill, told his son, Devin, to stand in the middle of the ring and basically slug it out with Ryan Garcia, who we all know is a knockout artist, bro. He's a one-trick pony. His left hook, if you get hit with it, it's dangerous. If he hits anybody with that left hook, even a heavyweight, it's going to do some sort of damage, right? So Devin Haney, he got clipped 4 or 5 times, right? Now, we have to bring up the fact that Ryan Garcia was on Osterine, of course, but at the same time, it was the game plan that caused Devin Haney to get that ass whooped more than anything, right? So I'm expecting Devin Haney to go into this fight with Brian Norman Jr. with a game plan, right? Now, I'm hoping he doesn't have the performance that he had against Jose Ramirez, because I'll be the first one to say this. If Devin Haney fights Brian Norman Jr. the way that he fought Jose Ramirez, his career is going to be over. And it's going to be over because he will no longer get any more fights with Turkey Al Sheikh, and people will not pay money to watch him fight. Now, Devin Haney has the chance to get back to being, in my opinion, bro, I think Devin Haney is the face of boxing. Let me explain why. It's not because of pay-per-view sales. I think Devin Haney is the face of boxing because, number one, he's the most hated guy in boxing. And number two, people hate Devin Haney so much that they can't stop talking about him. And they literally want to watch Devin Haney fight just to see him lose. And anybody that's watching this video, if you don't like Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying is true, bro. You don't like Devin Haney so much that you can't stop talking about him, and that you're going to watch his next fight. You're going to watch all of his fights to see if he loses because you want him to lose, right? It's the same thing that Floyd Mayweather had when he was active. When Floyd Mayweather was active, they said he was going to lose to Oscar De La Hoya. They said he was going to lose to Miguel Cotto. They said he was going to lose to Maidana. They said he was going to lose to Shane Mosley. They said he was going to lose to Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? They said he was going to lose to Canelo. He beat all of those guys. But you know why? You know why Floyd Mayweather had the highest pay-per-view sales? Because he talked a lot of shit, he backed it up, and he won all of his fights, bro. Only difference between Devin and Floyd is Bill Haney is the person that talks all the shit for Devin. It's not Devin. Devin only talks shit on Twitter, right? Devin is a laid-back guy. You know, he's shy. He stutters, right? He has a little stutter. He stutters his words when he talks. He's soft-spoken. But Bill Haney is basically Devin Haney's Floyd Mayweather mouthpiece, right? His daddy does all the shit talking, right? And he expects his son to go in the ring and back up the shit talk, right? So I'm going to go on the record saying this. Devin Haney is going to beat Brian Norman Jr. by unanimous decision. And to all of the people that's picking Brian Norman Jr. to win this fight, I just want to tell you guys this, right? You guys are showing that you're casuals. See, you guys think Brian Norman Jr. is going to win this fight because of his knockout with Santillan and his knockout with the Japanese dude. But I want you guys to go back and look at that fight with Santillan. Brian Norman Jr. got hit so much in that fight against Santillan. He was getting hit to the face, to the body. You know, I'm surprised he didn't get dropped, right? Like, his chin held up, but he got hit way too much. He did not utilize moving around the ring. There was points in the fight with Santillan, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but there was points in the fight with Santillan, whatever the fuck his name is, where Brian Norman Jr. was literally standing on the ropes just getting hit, just trading shots. You know what I'm saying? So you guys are giving credit to a guy that literally doesn't have any credible wins on his record. Everybody he's beat on his record is a nobody. He hasn't beaten anybody that's a top tier fighter, right? You look at Devin Haney's resume. He beat Lomachenko. It was a close fight. Could have went either way, but he beat Lomachenko. He beat Regis Prograis, dropped Regis Prograis, who was another guy that's a knockout artist, who was the champion at 140, right? He beat Jorge Linares. You know what I'm saying? He beat George Kambosos when he was undefeated twice. I'm not talking about the George Kambosos that just lost to Richardson Hitchens. I'm talking about the George Kambosos that beat Teofimo Lopez. So I'm picking Devin Haney because he has the better resume. He has more experience. And Devin Haney is a better all-around boxer than Brian Norman Jr. Devin Haney has a better jab. He has better feet moving around the ring than Brian Norman Jr. And what you guys got to understand is, bro, it's just because a guy can knock people out, it doesn't mean that they can beat everybody, bro. I'll take a skillful boxer over a knockout artist any day. Any day, right? Like, this is the same reason why you guys like Deontay Wilder. Why do we like Deontay Wilder? Because he was a knockout artist. But once he got into the ring with a skillful boxer like Tyson Fury, what happened? He lost. Right? Brian Norman Jr. has bad defense. His best punch is a left hook. Devin Haney has learned his lesson and he knows to avoid that left hook. And he is going to simply outbox Brian Norman Jr. He's going to utilize moving around the ring. He's going to use his jab. And he's going to box the shit out of Brian Norman Jr. Period. That's what's going to happen. And if he get too aggressive, right? If he get too aggressive and he just starts swinging like crazy, he might get his ass dropped. You know what I'm saying? For the people out there that says Devin Haney don't got punching power, Devin Haney dropped Regis Prograis. And that's a recent fight. That's a recent fight. That's a fight that happened less than 3 years ago. So yeah, I'm going to bring that up. He dropped Regis Prograis twice. So as pillow-fisted as y'all think Devin Haney is, he got the power to drop a nigga. You know what I'm saying? He got the power to drop a nigga. And this will be his first fight officially at, 147. His last fight was at a catch weight. It's still considered 147, but it was a catch weight. And Devin Haney, in my opinion, he's a natural welterweight, bro. You know, he was killing himself to make 135. Even at 140, he looks to, you know, even though at 140 he looks bigger than the guys at 140. But I'm expecting Haney to feel way more comfortable at 147. That's my prediction. Like I said, listen, I'm gonna say it again. Because I know niggas in the comment section, I know the Devin Haney haters. Like I said, y'all hate Devin Haney, but y'all can't stop talking about him. I'm going to say this on record. If Devin Haney has a performance against Brian Norman Jr., like the performance he had against Jose Ramirez, it's over. I'm not expecting that. That was his first fight in over a year. That was his first fight since taking all of that punishment from Ryan. I'm expecting us to see the prime regular version of Devin Haney. The Devin Haney that fought Lomachenko. The Devin Haney that fought Regis Prograis. The Devin Haney that fought George Kambosos. The Devin Haney that fought Jorge Linares. I'm expecting that version of Devin Haney. The slick boxer, Devin Haney. So that's my prediction. Let me know what you guys think about this. And I want to end the video off by saying this, bro. It's amazing how, like, as a boxer, right? You literally can knock out tomato cans, right? You can knock out 2 or 3 tomato cans in casual boxing. I'm not even going to say casual boxing fans. Boxing fans will see a boxer that nobody has heard of knock out 2 or 3 tomato cans, and all of a sudden, they could knock out one of the top guys in their weight class, bruh. Like, y'all not even asking yourself, why did Brian Norman Jr. duck Jerome Boots Ennis? Y'all talking about Devin Haney, you should be asking yourself, damn, why did Brian Norman Jr. decide to fight this Japanese dude that nobody has heard of over Jerome Boots Ennis? You should be asking yourself that. Anyway, it's your boy Wavy. I'm out.